Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
We gotta let it right out a little bit, you know?
Yes,
sir. You good?
Let's do it.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Kickback Launch Podcast. Another week of guests.
Yes, sir.
My name is Drew Young. Got my co-host in the building.
What up,
Kenny
what
Brown.
up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
We got a special guest. We got beat maker, content creator, music video producer, connoisseur. What's that?
Austin Millas. What's
Austin
up,
Millas in the
everybody?
house.
What up, what up?
How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Pride Parade going on outside all weekend. So
yeah, it was hectic to get in the building.
Oh my God. St. Louis is hectic, man.
Speaking of St. Louis, we'll get into that. So we were talking about before the podcast started. I mean, this comes up every time we get any creative, really, in St. Louis on.
Yeah.
There's always this talk about how, like, certain people from St. Louis don't mess with other people. It's not like, if you look at Atlanta, like, the music scene there, people, like, it seems like they want people to grow and they want, like, Atlanta to flourish.
Atlanta, Chicago, LA, New York. I mean, cities like that, you see the collective working together. I feel like there's a divide there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we really wanted to get into it. Like, honestly, I want to know your take on it because we've asked everyone who's come on here about it. So
There's like a weird disconnect with people, I think, where it's like they want to be in the same spot,
right,
but they don't want to see other people in the same spot. They don't want the help.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of
Gotcha.
like a selfish, but like in a bad way.
Mhm.
You know, I think there's good selfish and bad selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of cut themselves off from a lot of opportunities because they want to be somewhere that they can't be alone, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
You need help. It's okay to ask for help. And I feel like people don't in St. Louis.
Now, that's
100% agree with that.
That's big facts. I mean, if anybody ever asks me like some advice for like podcasting, I always try to be like, yeah, I just did this, this, and this. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and babysit you unless I really fuck with you. Like, I'll mentor you. If I really fuck with you, I'll mentor you in the game.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just give you I'll tell you what I did, and if you have any questions, I'm gonna answer it.
Right.
You know, because I wish someone was there for me to be like I had to YouTube this shit.
Yeah.
That's what I do with music videos.
Yeah.
When COVID started, just how-tos every day, you know, and then now it's like a full-time job. So
That's awesome, bro.
yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So let's talk about how did you get into just creating videos in general? Like, what was the first type of videos you were creating?
You ever see those like TikTok, YouTube videos where it's kind of just like vintage film, like buddies outside and stuff?
Yeah.
It was with my iPhone 4 that I
Oh,
started
shit.
on it. And then I just turned it into like a whole different, I bought a camera and now it's weekly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of building off of it. But yeah, iPhones.
Yeah.
It's-
iPhones. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it
We've had a lot of people say that too. Like, we've had some creators come on here
Yeah.
before and like they've said the same thing. The iPhone is very powerful, bro. Like,
Mhm.
I even used to make content with the iPhone and like, yeah, it's very powerful. You can do a lot with that thing.
People don't realize how strong it is. Like that's that's a multi-million-dollar tool if you use it right.
Yeah.
And you should. Everyone's got it in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's got access to it. Everyone's got it in their pocket.
Yeah.
So would you say that like 90s like VHS kind of style like influences you?
100%. Kind of that old nostalgic vibe, like grungy almost, like a 90s like rock style. I
Mhm.
use that in a lot of my videos, and I think that's kind of what separates it from just like the basic like music videos, cars,
Yeah.
girls, all that.
I saw some 2000s in there too.
Yeah.
Like some early like MTV, you know, type stuff. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
You know, it's fresh, bro.
I love that. Thank you. For
Yeah.
real.
Yeah. So what kind of influences you now? Like, what do you look for inspiration to do like the music video stuff?
I think a lot of it's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of like looking
Right.
at a bad spot and being like, well, we can make this cool, you know, like different angles, kind of, because St. Louis is like a weird place. It's like half nice, half bad. You know what I'm saying? Where
Oh,
it's
for
like,
sure, bro. You go down the street, like if you look at the new stadium, I was just down there, that new soccer stadium being built.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of like construction, dope
Yeah.
shit. You literally go down the street.
two fucking blocks, you'll see
Not
like,
even, bro.
the weirdest shit of your entire life.
No.
Yeah.
Literally down the street, abandoned houses.
Yes.
Like graffiti everywhere.
Dude, I live on Tesson Ferry, and like you would think it's the nicest area in the entire St. Louis almost, and like car break-ins, all kinds of stuff, carjackings. Like, dude, it's just like you said, it's a mixed batch, and it's almost like poetic.
Yeah,
it's like St. Louis is definitely like a good and evil, but like for people to see that through your content is something else, you know?
Yeah,
and I think it definitely shows in your stuff because it shows like the city's like soul, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's very hard to do because, like you said, like a lot of people, we talked about this off air, a lot of people don't understand St. Louis's scene. But like, how would you say that like kind of comes full circle for you, like through your content?
I think it's kind of where I grew up. Like I grew up in like a not very nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we kind of just made stuff work, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
it's the same stuff, just you get older and it changes. Like people stealing your bikes. Now people steal your cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you have and how can you make it cool with the least amount possible?
100%.
Yeah, so we asked this of our last guest. What, like, how did you grow up? Like,
Good. You know, I feel like a lot of people like have a story, but like everyone's got bad stuff. So it's just kind of like you grow up in like a middle class, lower middle class type of neighborhood, you know, where like you got to be home when the streetlights are on, all that stuff. And then I don't know. I didn't really like have a lot of like crazy stuff happen. That a lot of drugs.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of like drug stuff and just.
Was that when you were older or like more so when you were younger?
I think it was around when I was younger, but it kind of when I was older, I was like, oh, that's
you actually realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Because at first, like, you're just like, oh, that person's being weird.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like,
You don't really.
He's being weird. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's bad. It's really bad. But,
what's like the earliest memory?
That's a good question.
Like just of St. Louis. I asked this last question too because I wanted to know, like, for me, it was like, you know, taking that field trip to the St. Louis Museum and just seeing like, oh shit, I'm in St. Louis. Like, this is something that I've seen all the time. You know, we're known for this type of shit, but like I'm here, I'm seeing it, and like I'm actually like living it.
I feel like the City Museum. The first time I went there, it was like such a cool place for me. Just it's so random, nothing really makes sense, and I think
dude, what is it with that?
I don't know. It's the guy was crazy.
Yeah, I mean the guy's crazy, the art's crazy. I feel like that weirdness kind of makes you feel comfort in a way. Am I right though? Yeah. Like the first time you go to the City Museum and you're like, oh shit, like, okay, this is kind of what represents the city. You know, you go to the art museum and you see like the art and stuff that's here and you're like, okay. And then you start to learn the music side of St. Louis and like the history there. It's definitely a lot of underground stuff here, man.
The dopest shit. You got that mechanical. I think there was a mechanical dinosaur or something.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. And then you put the penny in like the tornado shit.
Yes.
That's fire.
Bro. That's like probably the earliest memory I have too. Like as a creative, would you say that art kind of inspired you early on or?
100%. Yeah. I started painting and I got scholarships and stuff for painting. And I just did a lot of mixed media. And then when I graduated, I was like, I don't really want to go to school.
Yeah.
So I just kind of taught myself a bunch of stuff. And then actually my buddy Valentino, he hit me up and he was like, hey dude, like your art's really cool. We should make a music video. I was like, I've never done that before.
Yeah.
So we went to that parking garage by Hooters, that one everyone goes to and just like hangs out.
Yeah.
And we shot a video on my iPhone. And then ever since then, it's just been like building and building
Snowball
and building.
effect.
Yeah.
So would you say with like the content, like, because I had this question kind of cooking, where do you see like the whole scene of like the video music? Because like what goes into the process of like you making that video? I want to know that first.
So first, deposit.
Yeah.
Always a deposit.
Yeah.
Just because some people like they're serious, they're not. You know what I mean? You
Right.
gotta know.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And
it's just business first, bro.
It's business. You know, it's always business
Yeah.
first. And then you sit down. I try to sit down with most of the artists and be like, so what are you thinking?
Right.
What's the song? Like,
Right.
what's your vibe as a person? You know,
Get an idea.
sit down. Exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll shoot it. We'll pick out some locations. And I do like a 2-week turnaround for most of my videos. And I just edit them and chop them up and everything.
That's fucking tight, bro. Like, do you like doing like the full process?
I think it would be hard to do with other people the way I work.
Yeah.
You know, just like you get so caught up in something like.
Yeah. And especially with video editing, like specifically, it's kind of like when you have an idea and you're trying to like really nail that in, it's because like I used to edit back in the day, like a lot. And when I had my like laptop and stuff. And yeah, man, like once you have an idea of how you want the edit to look, you kind of just like get into this zone of just trying to nail it until it comes out correct.
Yeah.
And yeah, 100%. It can be like kind of time consuming. And then if you throw like 3 or 4 editors into one thing, like
It's hard.
So like that's why I've noticed like some people who like PewDiePie, stuff like that, like big YouTubers who have editors and stuff like that, sometimes they run into the problem of like having burnout with their editors. Would you say that like it's kind of changed for you with that kind of stuff? Like as far as you basically not needing a team anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think depending on the project, you know, sometimes you just do like a quick like run and gun style video.
Yeah.
I could do that in a week.
Yeah.
But other projects are like, there's budgets involved and there's different like locations. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have a team for that. It's almost impossible to do it alone because you got to have the lighting people.
Right.
You got to have everyone doing something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like a back and forth, you know.
Like when you're a creative, I know because I've done like video projects where like documentaries, stuff like that. It is kind of hard to work with other people, not like talent, but like creative. Cause like, I mean, you look at like Kanye. Yeah. If Kanye wants to do something, he's going to do it and he's going to do it his way. And I kind of feel the same way. Like even if they think my way is not the best, I'm going to take what they say into consideration. But like at the end of the day, I need my vision to be out there. And I like, that's how I'll be satisfied.
100%.
Would you say you're the same or how would you say that?
I think I am. I've had a couple of artists try to sit down with me and edit with me. And I was like, there's zero way we can do this. I can't sit down with you and listen to your ideas. I'll listen to them, but you're going to be like...
And you're not being mean or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not even coming from a place of like, just get out of my face. It's just, you know.
If you don't understand like editing,
right,
you would be so aggravated if you were in my position. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I feel like I am kind of that way. I'm always open to ideas and doing stuff with different people in certain ways. But if it's like my video, I'm going to edit it alone 100%.
So do you have people you look at as creative inspirations?
Yeah, 100%. Lone Wolf, they do a lot of like Atlanta style videos. And it's kind of that grungy, like paper effects where there's a lot of like chopped up stop motion stuff.
Yeah, bro. That reminds me. We're getting into the one you made after this.
Which one? The one I posted today?
Yeah. Oh, no. Not the one you posted today. Like posted a while back. It was like the whole stop motion, like, was it claymation? Yeah. That shit was fire, bro.
Thank you. That took a long time.
Dude, I bet. I fucking bet.
What was it? Wallace and Gromit, bro. They do like the... have you watched that?
That show, I don't think people appreciate it. Yeah. Of what it is. Yeah. It's insane. Like, because, so my video was 16 seconds and I looped it. Mm-hmm. It's 436 pictures. So you have to sit there with the camera and just each time really move it. And it's a lot. So they do like so a 10 minute. Yeah, thank you.
It looks good when it's done. Like,
it's hard though. It's hard. And I appreciate all those guys for making that show because it's Same thing with Robot Chicken.
Dude, could you imagine the movies they make? The movies, the shows. I mean,
Coraline.
Coraline. Oh my God. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
What's the other one? Paranorman. Mm-hmm. Just like,
that's insane.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
The work ethic to go into that. Because imagine you fuck up like one thing or something falls over.
You have to restart. Yeah. 100%. You have to restart the whole thing. Yeah. It's terrible. No. But it's cool.
It is cool.
So is that something you draw from like, just like animation type stuff?
I think it's from painting.
Yeah.
The way I used to paint.
What kind of paint?
I used acrylic and then I would mix a lot of stuff. So like I would take apart computers and just like glue all the like screens and then I'd rewire them so they flash and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard.
Oh shit.
Just like weird stuff that doesn't make sense. You know? Like But yeah, there's no like specific thing. I love like doing stuff on wood. Mm-hmm. It looks fuller, I guess is the way to say it.
Yeah, bro.
No, yeah, it definitely gives like a realistic, different vibe to it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned like you didn't want to go to college for your art degree or whatever you were getting a scholarship for?
Yeah, so I did go to college for 2 years. And then when I started doing videos heavy, I was just like,
just not for me.
I want to put my time somewhere else. You know, I want to get involved in other stuff. And ever since I did that, it's been good, you know? Yeah.
That's super interesting to me. So like, were you going to school off the art scholarship?
No. So that was like Lindenwood, and I didn't want to drive because they closed the Belleville one.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's like when I lived in Fairview, that's like an hour drive every day.
I was going to say, it's a decent drive.
Yeah. So I didn't go. I didn't want to live on campus because I didn't want to move my whole life 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Know? So I kind of just stuck with where I was, and then I moved to Soulard, and I've been busy.
Yeah.
I'm real busy.
What advice would you give to somebody that's like trying to make that decision? Because for me, I was also going to college, but I didn't like necessarily have like this vision of something I wanted to do yet, because I didn't even get into the video world and I didn't get into the podcasting world yet. It was just like kind of like, I feel like generally I'm smart and like I can understand things decently, like no problem in school except for like math. I failed math like 3 or 4 times, bro. It was bad. It was bad. But dude, like
that sucks.
I just was more of a creative, and then like so I stopped going to college and then started like after that I started the podcast, just built on that. I mean, now I work at the radio station, so it's like you can definitely get someplace just off your grind, and like if you have a creative idea and like following that, what advice would you give to people that are feeling like maybe I don't want to go to school, or maybe I want to leave school and do this? What would you say?
I think try everything. Try everything once, because you don't really know what you want to do. You're in high school.
You're young.
Yeah, you're young, and your parents are like, you need to do this and this, and you're like, I want to be a doctor. It's like, but do you?
Do you? Yeah.
Do you really? No, facts.
You know what I mean? Those hours.
It's a lot. Like I volunteered at a children's hospital for 6 years, and I was like, there's
6 years?
no way I would ever work in the medical field, because like you have to hold babies and like open heart surgery, and it's sad, you know. Like, people don't realize how much it is, and then
it's a different grind.
Even for a nurse, I mean, like
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and you gotta like really try stuff before you're like, this is what I want to do. I mean, no one knows what they want to do.
Facts.
You could be 50 years old and just be like, no, I want to do something different now.
Big facts. No, that's why it's kind of crazy that we ask like 18-year-olds to decide the rest of their life.
Crazy.
You know?
Yeah. I think that's probably gonna change. I don't know when, but that's definitely like, you're too young to make a commitment to say, okay, this is where I want to do it the next 4 years of my life. You know, and that's gonna take me to the next 5 years of my life, and then that's gonna, you know, it's a lot, man. I think that like what goes into the process, like you said, has to be, you know, you have to kind of look into your mind and see, you know, weigh your options. You know, it's no shame, and like we've talked about this before, like there's no shame in having a 9-to-5 unless, you know, like you're also doing some stuff to get you to your next goal. You know, like the 9-to-5, I feel like, you know, our generation specifically, it's hard for us to cope with that, man. Like it really is. It's hard for us to cope with like 9-to-5, you know. And so I'm glad that it's changing, man.
Especially at like 18.
Yeah.
Where they see it as like, oh, if you're 18, you graduate high school, doing a 9-to-5 for like, bro, it's like you're 18, 19, 20, like, bro, go do a 9-to-5 and don't get in debt of like college. Like go try things out.
Yeah. Experiment.
And it's just like a lot of people feel trapped.
Yeah.
Or they're like heavily influenced by others to like go to school,
to do certain things,
looking at what their friends are doing, their peers are doing.
Yeah. And I would say, even like speaking of like what we were talking about, like on that mindset thing, like me and Drew, since like we were younger, kind of always had the thing where like we never really did what the crowd does, you know? And that's kind of a good thing to have. I feel like early on in your life as a teenager and like as a kid, always stay independent on like your thinking, man. Like you don't want to become too much of either thing. Just kind of stay in your zone, stay in your pocket. What would you say like right now, like your mindset is moving forward, like the film and stuff like that?
I think it's like, and this kind of applies to the college thing, do whatever makes you the happiest. If you're not happy and there's a little bit of doubt, don't do it. You know, you don't have to. No one's making you do anything. You don't have to be where you're at. Just switch it up. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm in this like transition where I'm like, some stuff I just don't want to do. 100%. And I'm not going to entertain it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think more people need to think like that instead of being so dead set, like, this has to happen. This has to happen. I need to do these things right now.
Yeah.
You don't.
Facts.
You don't. You know?
I agree.
Have you ever experienced like burnout with doing the whole music videos?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was like, I mean, in the wintertime, you know, you get the wintertime sadness. Sad.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. And if it slows down, or if I slow down, it just like fully shuts down. So like I'll take like a month off sometimes and just go out and do my thing, you know? Just enjoy life for a little bit without doing it. Act like I've never done videos before.
Yeah.
And I think you need to do that with everything you do. Take a break sometimes and just kind of hang out.
Because you were telling us off air, you're doing 8 projects right now?
Yes. So
that's insane.
Editing 5, I got a shoot tomorrow, another shoot this week, and next weekend.
Mm-hmm. So do you have like a super close, like, I guess, relationship with your clients and stuff like that? Or is it kind of more like business?
Some of them is business. And some of them we're just friends and we just vibing. Let's shoot a video right now, you know?
Yeah. So what do you look for in a client? Like if you're going to shoot a video, just do any creative content with them?
I would say it's a lot of like, the song matters. The song has a lot of like stuff to do with it. If it's not good, or if it's not mixed, that means you're probably not putting as much time as I will into this. Yeah. So I don't really want to entertain it. Like if it's
you mess with rap and stuff.
A lot of hip hop, mostly hip hop. Yeah. But yeah, just feel like if you're gonna take it seriously, like I am, we should be on the same level, of time. You know.
Yeah. 100%, man.
No, I think that's dope. So, what's your craziest story with like doing a music video? if you can say it.
Yeah. So there was one night. This was when I like first started. This was like my second video, and it's me and like 4 of my buddies, and this guy's coming from a Cardinals game, and we're downtown, and he's super drunk, and he's like, "What's up, man?" And I'm like, "Nothing. What's up?" And then I'm just like joking around with him. Like, we're talking shit back and forth. And I'm like, "Oh, dude, like, what's up?" Like, you know, this stupid stuff. And then he just like flips a switch, bro. Like he just gets pissed out of nowhere.
Yeah. No facts.
And he's big. Like, I'm not gonna win this fight. He's a big dude. You know what I mean? So I'm like, "Hey, man, like, I don't know." And he gets in my face, and I was like, "Okay, I don't know what's going on."
Got the beer muscle going,
dude. It was crazy. He grabs my camera out of my hand, throws it at my face.
Yeah.
So I cut my eyebrow. There's blood, just like. You can't see. I can't see. So I'm blind right now. And this guy's like trying to beat me up. So my buddy, the guy I'm shooting for, pulls out a knife. He chased this dude for 3 blocks downtown with this knife. He was going to kill this guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like running after him. And I can't see. I'm still like on the side.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's probably my craziest story.
How did that change your life? Because I know it probably did.
I think talk to less random people. Mind your business more.
I learned that shit
early on. Yeah. There we go. St. Louis. Oh my God. Yeah. You got to mind your fucking business in St. Louis.
Trust me. The best advice I would give anybody is like, don't say random shit to strangers.
Oh my God.
I've learned that lesson as an adult. Like,
I would say just in St. Louis, bro. That shit's weird.
I mean, honestly, anywhere.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool to be friendly, but like sometimes, bro, it's like, especially if you're like a goofy person, like you just like to fuck around.
Yeah.
Not everybody's like that. Not everybody's like that, man.
Because I am, and I've learned,
bro.
You know what I mean?
You learn it.
We're at the same speed. Yeah, it's just we fuck around a lot, but the thing is, like, it's like he said, some people just don't take that shit as a joke.
No, they don't want friends. They have enough friends already.
Yeah,
that's a little bizarre. They could be in gangs. They could be fucking like on that timing, bro. Just don't say shit. Just don't say shit, bro.
Don't even make eye contact. There's no reason.
Yeah, it's weird
because you never know what somebody's going through, and you never know if they'll flip. Because people do just like that, bro. Yeah. I had some experiences similar I can't talk about, but like shit's fucking like you just don't say random shit to people, bro.
Let's change gears real quick. I want to talk about the fashion scene.
Yeah.
So where'd you get like your start? Like I see you got tattoos, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like where did you find it, man? Like where'd you find that vibe?
That's a good question. I feel like a lot of it just came from me like not really paying attention to fashion.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, I'm tall, so I'm gonna start cutting all the bottom of my pants off, let my ankles show. So like I used to get made fun of in high school all the time because I was the only dude in there with cropped pants, you know, and they're all like, was there a flood?
Now everyone's wearing cropped pants. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And like
started a trend.
I think skateboarding. I worked at Zoomies for a long time, so I definitely had a lot of like skateboarding culture around me, and mixed with the hip hop, I just like, I don't know, I'm wearing a golden retriever shirt. You know, these aren't even my dogs. These are just
shout out to golden retrievers, bro.
Shout out to golden retrievers.
That is straight up St. Louis, because like I feel like we definitely take a lot of inspiration from skateboarding and like stuff like that, and a lot of people just don't know.
It's cool because it's like I think a lot of people are in that same like social class. You know what I'm saying? Where like no one really is rich around us.
Yeah, we're not wearing designer, bro. Like if you go to Chicago, you see a lot of designer. Yeah, you know, a lot of designer everything. They are very specific. Yeah,
I think it's stupid. I don't know. Like I like have like cool stuff. Yeah, I think you can go to Goodwill with $20 and find some cool stuff.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, I don't know. Dickies. Dickies, man.
Some Dickies.
Dirty shoes and Dickies, you know.
Some fucking Carhartt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Carhartt too.
Bro, that is crazy. My mic over here. No, that is crazy that you mentioned that, because I don't. If you think about it, a lot of people are inspired by skateboarding in St. Louis.
Skateboarding in St. Louis is big, man.
That is crazy, bro. I haven't thought about that like that level. I don't know if it was like just the era that we grew up in, where like skateboarding was huge. Like you got the skate games. You ever played those? You just have like people actually skateboarding. Like, I mean, you see little kids like on scooters and shit now. Like that definitely has heavily influenced us, bro.
Mm-hmm. And I would even say like the whole Mac Miller era of like the snapbacks, tattoos, you know, like we definitely got, you know, the Vans, like all that kind of stuff has been timeless, bro. And I think that's what really represents St. Louis is just the fitteds and like fucking like Vans, bro. That's who we are.
Yeah, so that's actually how we met. You were working at Zoomies, and I was shopping there. I shopped there. Like a lot of times, I like that kind of vibe that Zoomies packs on type of vibe.
Man, you know what I'm saying? What you looking for?
Bro. No, I got some.
Damn, I keep hitting the core. My bad, fault.
I got some Vans on right now, dude. These like runners.
Those are dope,
bro. They're so comfortable, bro. That's probably Vans are probably my favorite shoe company.
Yeah, I would say so too. They definitely like keep evolving. Like I'm the same way. I have a fucking closet full of Vans. Yeah, that's all I wear. Converse. And like you say, so Converse
game.
I like Converse too.
You like Converse too?
Those are the wave.
Yeah,
give you a little support, you know.
Oh, for sure.
How the fuck they play basketball in Converse?
That's crazy.
That's the OG
you ever think
shoe,
about
man.
that shit, bro? Like they used to legitimately play full basketball games. Full like what was the other one? Is it soccer too that they play in
soccer.
Converse?
Mm-hmm.
Like ridiculous, bro. Shell toes
hanging out, bro. It's crazy.
Dude, all sports are crazy. I mean, look at like football in the 40s.
Yeah. Leather
like,
helmets.
Yeah.
No way. And no helmets even before that?
Yeah, no helmets or leather helmets. It's just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. No, but would you say that's something you're big into is fashion?
I would say I'm big into like colors.
Yeah.
So like I would earthy tones and just like monotone stuff.
Same.
I really like that. So if it's like involved with fashion, I'm like, I need 3 of the same brown shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that why you started at Zoomies?
No, that was so I used to work at PacSun and I was like, this is cool or whatever. And then they just were gonna pay me more.
Yeah.
It was cool. You know what I mean?
I was about to ask, like, what's the biggest difference between the two stores?
The pay. Yeah. But it was cool because like I met a lot of people through that. Yeah. A lot of artists because that's where people go to get their outfits for their music videos.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, oh, you're shooting a video? Oh, let me do it instead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it definitely kind of changed the way I talk to people. I learned a lot about just like how to confront certain people.
Yeah.
You work on commission a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what you guys looking for? And you almost treat everyone kind of the same.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you work at like say if you work at like a Louis Vuitton store, that's a very specific type of customer. You know what I mean? They're in there, they're buying one thing and they're leaving. Zoomies, you're making friends and then they just happen to be shopping.
Right.
Yeah. So I met a lot of really cool. I mean, that's how we met. So it's like, now we're here.
Right.
You know?
That started, that got you into like networking and everything?
Yeah, real big. When I was at Zoomies, I started promoting at this club called Rain downtown. Terrible experience, but
that's how I got it down a little bit.
It was.
You don't have to.
No, it's like legally they got in a lot of trouble.
Okay,
so I'm sure you saw it on the news. Like people were getting.
I think killed. I did hear something about that. Yeah,
like a couple people died out front.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Well,
I'm not involved with them. So
you know what I mean? Nothing to do with it, bro. For legal purposes.
But
were they off the F pack or something?
They were off a lot of packs.
Yeah, I bet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
But I definitely learned how to kind of communicate with people better and just you get that like weird like social anxiety, you know, like public speaking. That just kind of went away from me.
Bro, I remember I had that. I took a communications class. Like I said, I went to college too for like 2 years. I was doing like gen eds and I'm like, why am I here? But you know how that goes. But I took a communications class. Yeah. And like I would talk in the class like normally. Yeah. And it was cool. But like whenever it came to like public speaking, it's just something weird, dude. I'd just get nervous. I'd be like, fuck.
Shakes.
I did have one time where like I was just like not nervous at all. Yeah. It's just I think it was because preparation. Like I was literally we had to do a project that was comparison and I was just comparing like Odell Beckham Jr. to like Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And nobody gave a fuck. And then like nobody gave a fuck about it. I was the only one that cared, and it was like kind of bullshit to just do that when you're comparing two things. But I was like, hey, fuck it. Like I watch football. At least at the time I did. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, like I'll just do this. And then I explained it. Nobody fucking got it. So I was like, cool, like it's whatever. But
they just want their grade and they're gone.
Yeah, yeah. It's just weird that but that's interesting that you mentioned that. So you said that kind of went away.
Yeah, I think I would still get, like, if I had to talk in front of like 500 people, I would still be. I mean, I think anyone would be super nervous.
Yeah.
But
just like the face-to-face stuff was more easy.
It's easy. I'm just like, I don't really think about it. You know, I feel like people, you get into it and you're like, oh, I'm being weird. Like, maybe you just be weird the whole time then.
No,
you know?
For sure. It's, I think doing the podcast helps because, like, now when I meet people, like, I mean, working in radio, you get to meet, like, some fucking big-ass, like, celebrities.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I don't really get nervous around people anymore.
Yeah.
Where, like, I think that doing the podcast helps because you just learn to articulate yourself, get your ideas off, and if people don't like you, they're not gonna fuck with you. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I did have one question for you real quick. Going back to like the music video scene, I was gonna ask you one specific question. So when you look at like making like the music videos now, like you got like Lyrical Lemonade, you know, people like that who basically do everything homemade versus how they used to do things like MTV, you know, 106 and Park.
Yeah.
Like, what do you prefer? And then where do you see it like heading as far as like where the masses go? Like, do you think it's going to continue down that route? Or
I think it's going to be like, there's a lot more homemade stuff because I think Cole Bennett did a really cool thing with the iPhone videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, oh shit, like, this thing's in my pocket.
Yeah.
He's doing it with Drake. Like, I don't know, but he's done it with a lot of really big people, you know?
Ski Mask.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet's huge right now. I love Yeet.
Yeah. Bro, Yeet is actually pretty fire.
Juice WRLD when he was alive.
Juice.
Yeah.
I mean, all these artists that are new and stuff like that, I think it's tremendous what he did with the iPhone.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that. They're like, well, I'm in my basement. I'm going to get a little light right here and make a video. And I feel like you should. Everyone should. Like, don't come to me first. If you can do it yourself, do it all the way. Yeah, I'll definitely help you. If you come to me and you're like, hey, like, I need to like edit this video. Yeah, man, I'm not going to do it for you, but I'll show you how to do it for sure.
That's what's up. Do you remember like that whole era though of like 106 and Park and all that?
Yeah, just like
where they would just show like the top 10 music videos of the week. They'd be like, all right, play it. You know what I'm saying?
Like kiss me through the phone, like Akon.
It would just be going on and on.
What's your? Do you have like a specific music video that you remember like watching when you were younger?
Ooh,
I got one.
Yeah. I'm So Paid, Akon.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, Akon.
Yeah.
I think it's Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That song.
That was a banger.
I remember playing it. I was in Granite City at this like bar. And I was like probably 10 years old. My dad's like, go put something on the jukebox. And I put on I'm So Paid and everyone in there, they're like older. They're like, what the fuck?
Bro, the reason I laughed is because I worked over there.
Oh, really?
In Granite City, and that shit's hilarious, bro. Like
you know the people that
just listening to that song over there. Dude, Granite City's hilarious. I'm sorry, but
oh man,
I
still do that today. Like if there's a jukebox or like, well, not even fucking jukebox, but I don't even know what you call it now. Like
I think it's a jukebox.
I guess it's a jukebox, but it's like digital shit now. Whatever. I still play like whatever I fucking want, like Lil Uzi, and it'll be like a bunch of old fucks in there.
Yeah.
And then like they'll put on some like metal, and I'm like, that's cool, whatever. But I'm still gonna play this Uzi. Like I'm
gonna
still
go right back to it.
Exactly. Right. I would say, dude, my earliest memory of a music video, and this was the one that stood out to me, where I was like, because I remember my mom telling me, when I was younger, she would say like, music videos, which in her era, which was like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, when they first got introduced, they were the killer of the radio. They were considered, this is the killer of the radio.
Interesting.
And so that's kind of like the history of the music video. You know. So she told me there's one artist who basically flipped the shit on his head, and we all know who it is, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So she said when I saw Thriller, that was the first production music video I've seen before in my life. With there's lines. She said that when they came out, there had been nothing like it. I mean, there was no production like that. There was no scripts like that.
Bro, look at
the music intergrained with the acting had not been done before.
Well, look at Michael Jackson's videos. Like you said, Thriller.
I
think Was it Billie Jean where he stepped
Billie
on like,
Jean?
I think that was the one where he like took a step and it would
the
glow.
music
That
notes.
shit was
The music
fucking nuts,
that was
man.
fire, bro.
And beat it. You got like the fucking gangs and shit. Dude, that was crazy. Man.
So when I saw Thriller, one, it spooked the shit out of me. But two, it was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You're seeing the music.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing the choreography. You're seeing like the live of it. And like for me, that's when I first saw music videos and I was like, okay, this is legit. This is fucking awesome. I think that like where it is now, like where everything's on YouTube, everything's accessible. I mean, we've dreamed of stuff like this, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's here this soon. It's tremendous.
You're going to start seeing a lot of really cool, like 3D, you know, CGI stuff.
Yeah, CGI.
It's anyone can do that. Like,
yeah,
if you've heard of Blender.
We definitely have to break that down.
Yeah.
Go. Sorry,
so like, you guys know what Blender is?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
So it's like an animation app.
Mm-hmm. Like, you could literally take this still video of this room and put us in like a spaceship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take all the walls out. And I think when people really get into it,
mm-hmm.
you're going to start seeing some insane stuff.
Creative shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's probably like 3 things I want to break down right now.
Okay.
But first I'm going to say first memories of music videos are Heartless, Kanye West.
Ooh,
with the animation lights going
that
crazy.
Cool. That's a good one.
Fucking dope. Like
that won an award.
Yeah.
They won an award that year.
And then Kid Cudi, Day and Night.
Crazy. Oh yeah,
that was a good one. I remember that.
Classic. Yeah. 5th grade, watching it in the morning, like you get ready for school, get ready to leave, bro. It was on the TV. I'm like, this is fucking dope.
It played every single day.
Yeah,
every day.
I mean, it felt like it did. Literally, play every day.
Yeah. No, but I also you mentioned the CGI stuff. So for me personally, and this kind of ties into the other one I had, where I thought music videos fell off for a little bit. Like they're like back on a wave. Like certain people have been producing super high production music videos. You look at like A$AP Rocky, like with Lamborghini High, like that whole like trippy scene.
Yeah,
like
that was a good one.
He's been consistent with that. You look at Travis Scott's videos. Travis Scott's making a movie, and then like the music will play like somewhere in there.
Yeah,
which is fucking dope.
It's insane.
Sound design.
Childish Gambino did that too.
Yeah,
where they like kind of integrating the album into the whole film. Like that's insane. That's insane. Like even like you're saying from content creator perspective, like man.
Childish Gambino is crazy.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Insane, dude.
He's nuts.
With Atlanta and then his music and
Jamie Foxx brain. He got the Jamie Foxx brain.
Yeah, for sure.
For real.
Yeah.
They went from like entertainment to comedy to like everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, music. Like
he's insane.
Eddie Murphy's got that same brain too. They can do music. Yeah.
He's done a bunch of Adidas
shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, and then so after that, like some music videos started like picking up again, and then we hit the pandemic, which made for a weird era.
Yeah, it did.
And like honestly, for me, I was like, bro, I hate to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Like to where it's just like
it felt like all creation stopped. Like you know,
I mean, there's certain outlets for it.
I think it was 50-50.
Yeah.
Some people turned up.
Mm-hmm.
Some people were like, let me just do this like CGI loop. But that might just be the beginning. Like you're saying, it might just be the beginning, and then that will lead to like crazy shit in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not trying to see somebody like, well, the worst one is like the lyric videos.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, okay, like I get it. It's cool lyrics. You're making it look cool. You got to work with what you have. But also like, I still want to see a music video. Like that makes it, a music video can make a song. Like
it can make a song. It's the way I try to describe it to artists when I work with them. Like, this is a video and it makes you look cool. Mm-hmm. But if you put this on paper, this is all marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, bro.
Selling yourself as a product.
Yeah.
So how do you want to sell yourself? You know, like you're trying to get people to buy it, your music.
100%.
So we need to build you as an artist and be like, this is what I'm about. This is what I look like. This is what I do.
Yeah.
Sell it. You
100%.
know, a lot of people don't get that. It's all money and it's all marketing and advertising.
Your image. I mean, that's all, especially in hip hop. Like, your image is everything. Like,
yeah.
Building into that. Mm-hmm. And like you said, any creative outlet you can have. Like I was talking about earlier, like Tyler, the Creator. Like he'll have his music videos, but he also has his fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has his music.
His cologne, he'll put in the music in the video and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nail polish.
Yeah, nail polish.
Yeah.
It's really evolved. Like that's what I was saying. Like it's really evolved to the point where like just, 30 years ago, we're saying this one guy, Michael Jackson, is just presenting a music video to the world for the first time, and he's showing like the music coming alive. Now it's to a point where like they're marketing into it. They're doing like more, like art is involved into it. And I feel like it's just, man, it's crazy. And it's cool to see like YouTube taking over now. You know what I mean? It's going to be cool to see where we are in like a couple of years, because I think with Meta, we can do some crazy things with that, bro. You'd be able to probably see your artists live. You believe in that? I do, man. You don't believe in the Meta?
They already did a live one. Rich the Kid got $150K for performing in somebody's living room.
Insane, bro.
The fucking Meta.
Insane, bro. Crazy. You don't believe in it? Stupid. I want to hear what you think. What do you think about it?
It's like, it's not real.
I mean, it's true though. It's true though.
Like, I don't know. I feel like if you have $500,000,
yeah,
and you could buy a house, or you could buy
NFT,
something in there, in the Meta. Why would you not buy the house? You can go touch that and see it and sell it.
And land is probably like the best thing to have.
Yeah.
I mean, look at like crypto in the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's super down.
Yeah.
It's not worth your time anymore. It's like slowly fading out.
Yeah.
But who knows? It might jump back up.
I mean, I think crypto, I think crypto for sure going to bounce back up.
Yeah.
But it's going to, like, the market's going to crash, and it's going to be even worse than it is now, but it'll slowly come back. But not to get too much into the crypto talk, but no, it's definitely an interesting take. Because like it could just flop.
It could, And let's be honest. What is Meta? Meta is Facebook. So it's it could end up flopping, like you said, or it could rebrand again.
Right.
I think the concept of it is really awesome. Like people like Elon Musk are trying to like get on board, stuff like that. And if we put our best brains on it, I think it could be something good. But like as of right now, like you said, it's so like it's like a Wild West. You don't really know what the fuck is going on there.
What if you get hacked?
You know what I mean?
Your
like,
house is gone.
Dude, everything is gone. And so I think that's what they're still trying to figure out. We're still in like the baby, like the crawling stages of this whole thing.
Have you seen Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Did you know he stopped making the show because all this stuff started happening in real life?
Dude, that's fucking weird.
You didn't want to be The Simpsons?
He didn't, for real.
Hey, that's get out while you still can, bro.
Yeah.
Like with the like uploading the brain and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like 10 years in the make. You're gonna see it.
They're trying, man. And I mean, they have what's that? The other thing that's like that little film that you can put over your heart. It keeps it beating. You seen that one?
Mm-mm.
It's literally like a digital piece of rice paper.
It's like,
and it's got
like a pacemaker, but
it's basically a pacemaker. You can put it on your heart and it helps you keep it beating and stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but
crazy.
I think the Meta could definitely take like how we see entertainment to the next level for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
No, for sure, but it'll definitely like trap minds, which it
already has.
The Meta already exists. Like the internet, and people are already trapped in there. That's why it's interesting when you say it's not real, because it's like, what is actual reality? Is it like stuff we can physically touch and everything and like see and can affect us? Because like emotions and feelings at the end of the day, in my opinion, are just like reactions in your brain, chemical reactions in your brain. So it's like if something can induce that, like is fear real? It's like you can be scared from watching a movie. You can be scared from like an actual threat.
Yeah.
Like somebody has a knife
chasing
you
around.
You know what I mean?
Your brain might not know the difference. You might have the same reaction to both. And that's what's freaky about it, I think.
Man. Because it could get to a point, like you said, where you don't really know the difference.
These guys might try to kill you, but you feel the same at home in your bed watching movies.
Yeah, and you could get like, you could have a real reaction. And die, just out of shock. You're like, type of shit. But
you never know, man. Honestly, it's very powerful, the space we're in. And I think that a lot of creatives have taken like initiative to jump on board. And then some people are still like just kind of staying back to see how it goes. And I'm probably on the stay back, see how it goes phase. Cause like, it's definitely weird. It's a weird concept to kind of grasp. And we grew up with the digital shit. So like, it's just, I don't know.
Do you think you'll have to adapt that for like music videos and everything? Like maybe making it like VR? Could you imagine like a VR music video?
I think 100% everything's going to like shift into more of like something you can like have with you, like in Star Wars where they got the little chess game and all the little holograms. It's going to be something
or
like
did you see the thing that Kanye did? The button. You seen that?
Yeah, like that.
Yes,
like,
yes.
It's something you can hold and see
and he basically did it with his album sales too, which was awesome. But yeah, like, I mean, that's fantastic. Like, honestly, that whole, having like a physical device, dude, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Be fucking sick. Honestly, because like, that's never been done before, has it?
No. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Well, they did Tupac. They did the Tupac hologram.
Oh yeah, they just did a Biggie one too.
Yeah.
Like recently.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they put him in like New York City.
Yeah.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause imagine we get to the point where you can't even tell if a hologram's real or not.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking nuts.
We're getting there. We're really getting there, bro.
Blade Runner.
Like really fast. Yeah.
For real.
I love the holographic concerts and stuff, man. It's awesome. It really is.
No, for sure. So what advice would you give to somebody getting into like trying to do music videos and stuff?
Throwaway footage. Get a lot of throwaway footage and just practice.
Okay.
You know?
Just like record everything, and you can kind of see like what angles and lighting. Like I'm not like the best example. Like I make music videos, but I don't know everything I'm talking about. You know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But enough to where I could be like, you should just try everything. Use different medias, like different cameras. Use pictures, and then just practice.
Yeah.
Everything. You just watch YouTube videos. YouTube is your friend.
Oh yeah.
You can learn so much from YouTube, and everyone's got it. So you should. Yeah. It's like college. Yeah. I mean, in a way, in a stupid way, but
it's almost like you said, it's like college. But the dedication level you have to have is different because, like, I mean, if you're trying to be a doctor and shit, or like a very high profession, like that takes a lot of dedication as well. But like, you're also held accountable financially, and you're held accountable like just expectation wise because you decided to start something. When you're in, like, you could be watching YouTube to like, maybe, hey, I want to start a podcast. You could be watching like different YouTube videos, how to start a podcast, taking notes, but you could stop at any time and nothing's holding you to that.
Right.
So it just takes like a different type of grind.
Yeah. You got to be invested.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you want to do it, do it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. So, like, how did that start for you? You like started watching the YouTube videos, and then like, did you switch your mindset? Did you always have like a mindset of like, I'm gonna finish whatever I start? Or
it was kind of more of like a creative mindset. Like, I want to make stuff. Mm-hmm. If you're not making stuff, there's no stuff.
You're almost unhappy. It's weird.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you get kind of caught in like, you don't know what you want to do, and then just start trying stuff. So I had like people like, I was like, hey, like I'll do a free music video. Like my first 5 or 6 videos, I didn't charge anybody for. I was like, this might be good. We're going to see what happens, you know? And then it just kind of took off from that. Me just like trying to help people out and then just seeing what they want to do and then not knowing how to do it. So I'm just like, yeah, we're just going to practice. We're going to do it together. You're starting music. I'm starting videos. Yeah. Let's figure something out.
Yeah. When did the business acumen kind of come in?
When it started getting like weekly.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of time, you know. I was working full time, like, and I was still in school at that point. And I was like, yeah, if I'm going to be doing this and it's like a 20-hour video, that's a lot of time to put into something, you know?
Yeah.
And so I started charging. And slowly I'm like raising my prices because like I want it to be kind of more exclusive where it's like we're putting more time into each project. And if I'm doing like just run and gun videos, I can't, you know, it's not enough time to do everything. Right. So yeah, just wanted to be like more of an exclusive thing. Like, put it in like a letter and be like, this is my idea. And
as you should, bro, because like, especially when you develop skills with something, it's like you should be rewarded for it, you know? Because like you're offering, well, obviously you're offering the service, but like as you build your brand, as you build your brand, it's like you're taking yourself seriously, which is important.
It's like a tattoo artist. Like if you pay a dude $10 for a tattoo, you're gonna get a $10 tattoo.
No, yeah. Facts, bro. You're gonna get a stick figure.
Yeah, I mean, pay for what you want.
Right.
If you want something really cool, pay for it. You know?
Yeah.
If you want a Lamborghini, you're gonna buy it for the full amount. If you want a Honda Fit, you can get that too. You know what I mean? Like,
thanks.
Yeah.
Do you have like a have you ever gotten advice that has stuck with you?
Don't stop. Never stop. Just keep doing it. Whatever is working for you, keep doing that forever.
Keep doing that forever.
But that was honestly like it's my grandpa that told me that.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really know what you're doing. I don't get it, but don't stop. I was like, okay, cool. I haven't. So
no, that's awesome because I mean I got some advice from my grandpa, which also stuck with me, was like, he's like, I see what you're doing as long as you're around the right people.
Yeah.
And you're like, putting your best self out there, you got like a lot of potential to grow. And that's like, I was like, damn, like I didn't even think that was at the time. I was like, oh shit, like you're right. Like
sticks with you. I guess, I mean, similar to what my mom said, same thing. Like, it's just like one of those things where like, you know, I think when we're in the process of stuff, you kind of get caught up in it. But like what you have to realize is like, you got to think 10 steps ahead, you know, like, yeah, it's a fucking fly. You got to think 10 steps ahead. Cause it's like, you know, I mean, we're in the process of it, man, you know, just keep going. Yeah. And like, I feel like that's where it is. It's like, you don't want to get discouraged too early on. Just keep going and see where it goes, you know, keep pushing.
Sometimes it won't work out.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Cause now you know how it will work out.
I was going to say, just expect that, you know, and then you'll be good.
Expect the worst.
Right, bro.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
We're all learning.
Yeah.
You know, it's about development, you know, and how you do it and when you do it and, you know.
Who you do it with.
Who you do it with.
That's a big thing.
For sure. Yeah. How do you like balance like your client relationships, would you say?
I don't. Sometimes it's weird when I'm meeting a new person for the first time, just because say if it's like their first video, they don't really know what to do, and I think they expect like a Young Thug type of video,
right?
And I'm like, we don't have Young Thug money.
Yeah.
You know? So we need to think where we're at. You know, like what do you have? What do I have? I think the relationships none of them are the same. There's like two guys that I'm like really good friends with that I've met through it, and one of them I manage. And I don't know, like sometimes it works. I mean, it's just like dating, you know, like sometimes it clicks, sometimes you don't. It's like you're building a relationship and you're trying to like reach a common goal. So sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
and that's okay. You still get the product. You know what I'm saying? I've only had one person who didn't like the video.
Yeah,
and other than that, like everything's been pretty smooth. Yeah, I'm cool with everyone. That 200 videos, so it's
crazy.
Cool. Something like that. Yeah.
Shout out your Instagram real quick so they could check them out.
It's just Austin.Millas. Yeah, go check it out.
Yes, for sure. Speaking of Young Thug, not talking about him getting locked up. Not talking about that. Have you saw that one video? What video was that where he didn't show up?
White Club Jean.
Yeah. So what do you think about that?
Loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was sweet because they took what they had and they had all the girls in like the little cars and stuff.
Oh,
it was so dope.
Yeah.
And they put like at the beginning, Young Thug was supposed to be here at this time.
Yeah.
Now it's 24 hours later, so we just shot it anyways.
Yeah.
So cool.
Dude, this shit was funny as fuck though.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for him though. Like,
you think so?
Not Young Thug, but like the creators, because they're like, fuck, like
why? They got paid.
They did get paid. Facts.
They probably got paid.
We're gonna shoot that shit anyway.
And I think that blew it up. You know, just because it was so like, oh, he's not even in the video. People were like, I want to watch it. And
that shit tough.
Millions of views, you know? So it worked out.
Nah, bro, imagine you have so much clout that you don't even have to show up for the fucking shoot. And the shit still does no work.
It still does good.
Do you have like a dream artist you would want to work with?
Ooh, that's a good. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, probably Yeet. Yeet would be cool.
Yeah. Where is he from? Is he from like Cincinnati, I think, right?
Something weird.
Like I think it's something close, or Ohio.
Cincinnati watching like, what the fuck?
Babytron.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good one too.
Dope.
He's popping up. He's a XXL freshman this year. Yeah.
He's gonna. I mean, have you heard his freestyles?
No,
I haven't heard his freestyles, but I've heard some of his music.
It's fire.
Yeah,
it's fire. I like because it's like kind of corny. You know, he does like just the way he talks. It's like it's like I'm walking down the street. Like, you know what I mean? But it works. I don't know. It works.
Dude, I haven't heard. We gotta listen to that shit off air.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Do you have like somebody that does music videos now that you pull inspiration from?
It's a lot of like I would say more of a camera. So like people who there's this camera called Black Magic.
I've heard of that.
And the people who use it always make really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So whoever's shooting with that, I love watching their videos. It's just they think of stuff differently and like.
Is it like a camcorder or is it like a camera?
It's like a proper like movie camera.
Oh.
But it's affordable. It's like $2,000 and like you can make a full like film.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I know a filmmaker who's about to get one of those, so
I'm about to buy one too.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I've never seen them. I gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Have you seen those like 4K cameras in or no, it's like 8K in sports now.
Yeah, there's some 8K ones. Yeah.
Well, they'll have like one of them. They'll just have like one because they're probably like expensive as fuck.
They did one for NFL last year where they came down on the field.
Yeah.
And like they had that dude. The 8K is insane.
They'll have it like in sports, but they have it in the UFC. Like
you see the sweat coming off.
Yeah, bro. It's like it looks like a video game. It's weird.
Yeah.
Imagine like videos in that. I guess you can kind of make it that style because you can like blur the background a little bit, make it like do post, but like bro, those are insane.
And yeah, that's just raw. That's raw footage.
Oh, shit, my bad.
It's just the headphones. That's raw footage that you're seeing too. It's like, you know what I mean? There's not really a lot of editing that goes into it. A lot of it's live.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. What's next for you in the creative space or like
movies?
Okay.
Movies. I'm kind of like transitioning when I get this new camera in, dude. It's gonna be all short film. Like, I'm not doing any more like quick run and gun videos.
Okay.
If there's no plan, like if you don't have any ideas, you can't shoot it. You know, because it's gonna be like a 1 a month type thing. So,
do you eventually want to become like a director?
I think it'd be cool too. I think I would mix both of them, like kind of how A$AP Rocky does with like his videos, where it's more of like a story, or there's like some type of base and like you're building off of it. Like LSD and Sundress, the way he did those videos, like they match each other, you know, but they're like 3 years apart. Yeah. So like
even like Lamborghini High, you could throw that in there too.
Yeah, it's all kind of the same like base. Yeah, and they're just building off it with different people.
I like that Travis Scott 90210 with the action figures.
Yeah, Shabba Ranks did that too. Shabba Ranks was another video where he did that.
Bro, there was one time, I'll tell the story. There was one time where I was smoking this shit at my buddy's house, and we turned on the 90210 video. And my dude over here is so tripped out. So tripped out by the video. He goes outside and just throws up. That's how like
dude, I was done. I was done.
That's how crazy that video is, bro.
That video is like, you said, was it 90210 or was that LSD? No, I think it was 902. It was 902. Yeah. Bro, that shit
freaked
like,
you out.
Cause you're like Travis Scott's looking at Travis Scott through the window. The fucking
bro, if I hit this shit one more time. No, literally, like, that whole video tripped me the fuck out because I thought I was, like, in a different realm almost, bro. I was, like, I went outside and just let everything loose. It was just ridiculous. That's the power of music videos. Oh, shit had me fucked up. And then this other one is, I think it wasn't LSD, but it was an Uzi song. I can't think of what it was. Fuck. I can't think of what it was, but
an Uzi song?
Very, like strobe lights. Yeah, it was, like, animated. Very old, like 2016, 2015. Gotcha. I'll show you off air, but like, dude, the shit was insane. Like the visuals would give you like a straight stroke. It was insane.
Even though I was talking shit on like CGI videos. Yeah. Speaking of Uzi, I do like that EXO Tour Life. Like I could just sit there. And you know what I mean?
Dope. Yeah, it's super dope. Yeah.
I love the animation they put on those.
Isaiah Rashad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Great videos. Great album, bro. That first one.
Good. So good.
Slapper,
it was good.
And the new one. I like the new one.
I didn't listen to the new one too much. I don't think I broke it down. But
really cool.
Bro, let's get into artists that inspire you just like their I mean, we talked about Childish Gambino. Probably one of the biggest inspirations for me, Action Bronson, bro.
Like yeah. That's kind of like my tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a huge inspiration for me because like he has this like old school like New York kind of like gangster vibe to him.
Dude, his vibe is like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, when he first came out, he was rocking Carhartt. He had the Ultra Boost. You know, like his style has always been like that though. Very wild.
Kind of lazy.
Yeah, like Maddie Matherson.
Maddie's one of my favorite people.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
He's a cook.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Bro, I would love to meet him, bro.
I met him.
You met him?
Yeah. So Zuri sent me to Colorado for a trip.
Oh,
and
shit.
We just got done skiing and I was getting on the like trolley to go back. And I'm seeing walking because they had like famous people come and like do the events and stuff. I was like, no fucking way.
Like, no fucking way. That's
and I'm
that
like
fucking
looking,
guy.
And he's a real short dude, you know?
Okay.
But he's all big.
Stocky,
he's wearing his overalls. He's wearing a t-shirt. We're in the mountains. And he's wearing a t-shirt and overalls.
He's from Canada, right?
Yeah.
Of course. He doesn't.
I was like, no way, dude. And I like, Maddie, I'm yelling. I'm freaking out. So I get off the bus. I have to wait like an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I walked up and he was like, what's up, man? Like, I'm about to do this event. He was there for Adidas.
Okay.
He was like doing like the shout outs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was super cool. Super nice dude.
And he like cooks and he does a bunch of other stuff too, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's his main thing. He's like a cook.
Yeah. Bro, it's something about big guys, bro. They fucking cook like crazy. Like the Bronsons, the Mathersons, bro. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, sauce it up. I don't know how they do it so good. But
was that the most like shock you ever been like meeting somebody?
Yeah, because of how big of a fan of. Like I've met like other famous people, but I was like, I like really like this dude. You know what I mean? Like I'm a huge fan.
That's good that you had a good experience because a lot of times they say like don't meet your idols.
Yeah,
because like you never know, they could be having a bad day, whatever.
Yeah,
but that's dope. That's how it worked out.
It was super cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
We saw Kanye before. We didn't meet him, but we got to see him, which was awesome. I never seen Kanye in the flesh before until that day.
Yeah,
was that? I think that was a Kid Cudi concert.
Yeah, it was a Kid Cudi concert.
Yeah,
it was actually Kanye's first concert back from the after the Paris shit.
Yeah.
He basically took like I think it was like a 2 or 1 year hiatus from touring or anything. That's when he had like that big old like, he had like a mental health thing and he just canceled his tours.
Yeah.
And he came out, bro. He came out that night and we were like, oh shit, like this is happening. And it was insane.
Yeah, but I just seen the last concert I went to, it was in Chicago. It was with Bronson and Earl. That was pretty dope.
That'd be cool.
The two people I wanted to see like ever in my life just performing were Cudi and Bronson. So I got to do that. So that's fucking dope.
Action Bronson, dude.
Bro, it's a different energy. Like that dude is like, and his grind, something about his grind, just like, bro, he's literally making two TV shows.
Yeah, working out,
albums all the time.
Yeah,
painting, like
bodybuilding,
crazy grind, bro.
He looks weight.
Yeah,
I mean, he looks good for real. He probably lost like 200 pounds or something like that.
It's crazy. Still looks huge in person. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
that's why I asked him.
But he has lost like crazy amount of weight.
He's big now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like built.
Yeah, he said he used to bodybuild and like used to take steroids and like bodybuilding shit.
Yeah.
So like I think when you come off of that, it's like you're gonna gain a bunch of weight and shit.
Yeah.
So like he's just like strong as fuck now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. He probably like because I know he used to throw people like off the stage and shit, dude. That's insane, bro. Do you have like an ideal concert you'd want to go to, or like maybe festival?
I definitely want to go to the what is the one? Not Coachella. It's
Rolling
like
Loud?
Southwest or South by Southwest.
I've been to that one.
You've been to that one?
Yeah.
How was that?
It's weird.
I was gonna say, is it like because when we were looking at that shit online, you're like, it does seem weird. It seems like my idea in my head is like there's like 4 or 5 stages, and then there's like different artists performing, and that's basically it.
That's kind of how it is. It's just weird because it's like in downtown, like Austin. Yeah. So it's like when you think of festival, you're like, oh, these huge fields. Like, there's someone over here, and here, but it's more like this street has these people, and you know what I mean. So it's weird, but it's cool. It was really cool. You see a lot of people who aren't all the way famous yet,
right?
You know, so like
a lot of
on the come up.
What do you even call them? Like C-list, B-list?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like Vice artists.
Yeah,
you know, they just have like random like Zach Fox.
Okay. Yeah.
And then now he's big, you know what I'm saying? But he started there.
That's
so,
dope.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Fucking sick, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Electric Forest. I think that's where I go.
Okay.
That one seems cool.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's more like an EDM, like rave type of thing.
Yeah.
But you're like in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
It looks super dope.
You heard of Burning Man?
Yeah. Burning Man would be sweet in the desert. Oh,
no, that's number one. That'd be so fun.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah.
I think did Burning Man just happen?
I think so.
I think so too. Yeah, it was just like beginning of summer or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be insane. I heard people just go out there, take a bunch of like mushrooms and shit, and then just find whatever they didn't know they were looking for.
Get crazy, like weird in the desert.
Yeah,
yes, bro.
Fucking dope, bro.
Can you imagine just filming that?
Oh, it would be. I mean, because the way people dress up there and like they'll take their cars and put like metal stuff, and it's like an apocalypse.
Yeah, bro, something about the desert is just awesome. Like I went to Vegas and then got out to see the desert. We took we rode ATVs out there, did some hiking out there, and just like something about the mountains is just like, bro, when you're looking at something that huge and it just looks fake, like
yeah,
it just blows your mind, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Because even Missouri, like they say that we're very like treesy. We got like trees and fields.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really. Not compared to places like that.
Trees, bro.
I mean, not compared to like just organic scenery. Like I feel like if you're going west, like that's where you're gonna get most of it. You know.
I feel like you get it anywhere, bro. You just have to appreciate it. Like it's because like even walking through nature sometimes, like here, like I'm just like, bro, like this is insane. Just like all the different colors and like it just takes you to a different, like an ancestral level. You know.
Are you big on meditation?
Mm-mm.
Not really.
I think I'm always pretty chill.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, like, you seem very like naturally chill. Do you do anything meditation or like are you religious or anything? Like religious? Nothing?
No. I just kind of like, I have this like rule.
Yeah.
Like, don't make your shit other people's shit.
Yeah.
And it kind of works for me because you just like stick to yourself and like you don't have to share everything with everyone, and then they won't share it with you. So you don't have, you've less stuff to think about. You know?
Right.
I feel like just kind of like always being where you're at that time,
100%.
mentally, physically.
And that's a lot harder than a lot of people think. But yeah, for sure, just being in the present.
Yeah, just be here. You know, like you're only here right now.
Right.
You don't. Yesterday's done. You don't know tomorrow.
Right.
Know? So
being in the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it works. I got
it's a
water,
good mentality.
You know?
I was gonna say,
that's a good
water,
mentality
got
to
coffee.
have. We can wrap it up. What advice would you give to like maybe, let's say yourself as a 18-year-old or something?
Try harder. You know, like I was playing Modern Warfare every day, just like hanging out at my dad's house, and he's like, "You need to save more money." He was right. You know, you should like put your time. That's all you have is time at the end of the day. And I wish I would have used more of it. So I was like, take advantage of how much
you got to where you are today.
I could have been in a different spot though.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everyone could have. Like if I knew the stuff I knew 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I would be in a completely different position.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you like think like that, like, oh, well, I could be here, I could do this, do it. Put your whole heart into it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
No, I like that. I like that because like a lot of people, I mean, I'm sure you've heard this multiple times. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Never talking about it.
No execution.
Yeah.
You know?
Do it.
Exactly. Like you gotta, like you said, try it. You said this earlier, try different things. And I always say that too. Like try different things to see if you like it.
100%. But
like put your all into it.
Yeah.
And then if you fail, I mean, go from there. Like, don't be afraid to fail. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else. You can try again.
Yeah.
It's up to you from like to pivot from that point, but just try it. Try and put your all into it.
Yeah.
Keep trying.
Yes, sir. So thank you for coming on the podcast, Mo.
Thanks for having me. For real. It's love.
Always a pleasure.
Be safe in the St. Louis streets, you know?
Yes. For sure. Don't talk to random strangers, bro. Stop doing that shit.
You'll get cameras on the head, you know?
a lot of kids do that, bro. A lot of kids just will like shout to random strangers.
Dude,
and like if they're kids, it's fine, but like when you get older, you don't give a fuck.
No. Yeah, it's that era, bro. People are starting to get less fucks. For real though.
For sure, man.
Thank everybody.
Yes, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and share it. Like the video. Comment on the video. Rate 5 stars. Shout out your Instagram one more time.
Austin Millas. Millas.
There you go. And then YouTube?
Same thing. Everything's the same. Yeah.
There you go. Anything?
Yeah, just subscribe to the channel. Like us. Subscribe. Also, get your Prestige gears. We got link in the description. That's all I got.
Yeah. Thanks for coming through.
Cool.
Yeah.